Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good weekend. It is March 28th. Here's Newegg. We're gonna look at Newegg, GME. A couple of the basket ones going today. SPY, of course, the meme of all memes is squeezing. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Here's our Twitter. You can follow us on at HappyMoneyYT. Almost to 400 followers. Thanks, guys. And we have a Discord server as well. Link for that's in the description. I don't know actually how many are in here. Just over 500, maybe 600. Speaking of Twitter, RC the man, he tweeted. Did he tweet this weekend too? Yeah, it was Saturday. This scared me a little bit. Poop tweets aren't always good with price action. We've often seen dips after poop tweets, so I was a little nervous, but I actually thought Monday was going to come down anyways, but his poop tweets have been before like a long downtrend typically. So I think he's just pooping on BSG or BCG. I'm probably GameStop team. They rock our fire. Maybe that's what that means. I don't know. But those are RC tweets, and his company is rallying. Rip rallying today still. It's not over. AMC's up 35%. Cost 21%. TCAT's up. Rocket even had a little pump. Glove had a little pump. Saw all the baskets doing weird little moves. Wow, 4%. Rocket's holding it up. I should probably buy calls on that. I have short calls on that one. Glove made a little move, I think. Is that still going? No. Corsair did too. Not really like the other ones. No volume. SPY broke through that fib level. Wondering if it's just going to keep ripping now. Curious what happens once it gets a little bit higher to these resistances up here. If it hangs out here, then it's made a it's already made an RSI divergence, but now that it's breaking to the upside, it's getting that. GameStop looks like it wants to break. It's crazy where we are, guys. Crazy. When this thing comes back down like 150 or whatever, it'll be, oh, what happened? What happened? It's got to come down some too. It can't just go up, but it's crazy how high it is already. This has been an epic move. I think this is the most green days in a row on GameStop, like the biggest move without any sort of pullback, really. Even January and all that. Like, this was a pretty long move, but we're past that. We're on 10 days, I think. Been back in January. So definitely a different vibe on this rally. I mean, this is huge. We're probably close to 200% from bottom to top, and it hasn't let up yet. A couple different signs I was getting sketched out about for reversal. Haven't seen them yet, or hasn't happened yet, basically. This was the first one, the RSI divergence right here. Sometimes those don't always play out, especially if there's only two. I mean, this price action looks very bullish anyways as a bull flag. MACD was kind of just crossing back and forth, but today continued the same way, and now today it's setting up kind of a divergence with this one back here. But again, it might not matter. It might rip through that since there was this one in the middle too. Maybe that's canceling out these two divergences. 4 hour, it looks good. Rising RSI with a rising price action. It is overbought. 76 today on the overbought. Wow, 176 hit 177.99. Crazy kind of melt up today, and I was expecting today actually to kind of be a dip or Tuesday, Wednesday to rip, but not so much. GameStop's still doing it, and the hedging, I don't even know if it's really or the covering from the market makers fulfilling the orders from the hedging that they didn't do from last Friday on the options. I don't even know if it's hardly started today. We saw a couple little volume spikes, but nothing really crazy. I mean, still good volume. We're at 12 million volume, but not the type of like market maker hedging or buying in volume that you see. I think that was one. Don was pointing them out. Yeah, that was, I think, one, but really not much yet. So I think tomorrow could be a big day, and I think this week, a week might be a big week. I kind of expect at least a cool down Thursday, Friday. So the peak of this week might be tomorrow. Could be today, of course, or Wednesday. If it calms down tomorrow, I'd be pretty surprised. So I'm expecting a probably pretty big move up tomorrow. And I put money on the options for that. I'm into like 12 grand in weeklies, I think. Or no, not all weeklies, but next couple weeks. I closed out of some stuff, opened some new stuff. On the weekly chart here, though, we've got two. We're almost. I mean, we just started this one, so if you look historically on these, but I think we're doing something different here. In January, it was. I mean, the big move was 3 weeks, but I think we're doing something more like this. We're more in this range, which is amazing because these are weeks. And if that's the case, we'll be well above all-time highs in a couple weeks. Oh man, it's getting wild. 177. I figured this thing once it broke. So we broke these resistances back here, which got me hyped. Starting, of course, with that 127. That was a huge one. That's where I shorted calls because I think where is that? No, I actually did down here, and then I rolled them. I'll be rolling those for a bit. Broke this one up here, like the 150, 160. Is that today? Yeah, we busted through that. Today's a big day already. Oh, it looks like it's ripping now. Got about 40 minutes left. I expected once we broke this resistance of 160, we'd get up to here. You see this one right here, about 170. Once we broke that, I thought probably 200 was next, which is right about here. 190 maybe right there. Probably that 190 mark, and we might see that before close. Volume actually hasn't really picked up on this move though, so we were getting RSI divergences throughout the day also, which on the shorter time frames they've not treated us all that well, but sometimes they do. But this thing, look how strong it stayed above VWAP. Had the RSI divergence here on the 5 minute, and then we're starting to get one here, but this move right here just broke it. Here's 180, the infamous 180 battle, right here in live action. It's crazy GME's at 180, guys. Like, it was literally just at 80 bucks a week ago. This is nuts. So good to take some profits. Yeah, crazy. Here's our moves. I was in and out of a lot of stuff today, so it's a mess. The stuff I had last week was I didn't have a whole lot of capital to really go heavy on the dip. I did with my Fidelity account. I got shares on margin. I even took a loan out and got shares all around that $100 range, like low 100. So yeah, I played that fine, and then I of course sold cover calls on it as a hedge, which I guess is fine. Sold them way early, but anyways, jumped in and out of stuff today. Kind of built positions for later on in the week, but really closed a lot of stuff, and then kind of reopened it and closed it and reopened it. Kind of jumped in and out quite a bit, but I've narrowed it down at this point to amount of exposure I'm happy for now. This is 17th, so this is April. Is this the end of April? No, this is the April monthly. So 235, 270. 66 grand max gain on that for above 270. By then, $6,700 loss on that spread. Of course, these 510 calls, squeeze calls, and then 225, 250. These are these shorter term ones. These are just weeklies. So this is, I don't like, I want exposure for a long time, but if a lot of the move is this week and then next week is consolidation kind of and coming down before another move, then I'll just be burning on this longer move, on these 17-day expiration. So these are safer, but if we do maybe one or maybe 2 more days of a big move, I think it'll be up into the 200s, and so that'll be nice on this one. This one's 50k max profit. That's if it's 250 by Friday. I don't expect this to be 250 by Friday. I think if it hits 250, it will probably be before Friday, and then by Friday probably come down. So maybe take profits somewhere in here. And I'll probably also be closing something. If I have more exposure, it's nice to leave some exposure if you get it wrong and it just rips. So sometimes longer dated, you know, for the middle of April, I can hold down to that one for a little bit longer. And but sometimes I just cut stuff too. So today I got a lot of buying power. So we're at 12 grand. I basically put in 10 grand back into options. Freed up about 20 something thousand with that put credit spread. So I closed that today. It was up like 80%. And there was no reason for me to hold it. It had another 17 days on it. And I figured GameStop, it could come down to even 140 by then, so I'm not sure. So I decided to close it 80% up. I'd rolled that thing over for probably 2 months. That was a tough roll, so happy to be out of that one. Not quite max profit on it, but I definitely think we made a pretty good amount on it. If GME comes down, I might open another put credit spread. That's just a nice way to not stress out about entering and exiting positions. Just let time work, and as it slowly gets away from your strikes, you just make money and don't have to, you know, it's just a lot nicer for trading, or for not trading rather. 179, the battle for 180. If this breaks 180 today before close, I think we'll definitely see this 190 resistance right here. It might not even hang out there long. If the move's too big today, it's like tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow should be the big move. That's the last day they have to settle their exposure from the options of last week that are all in the money. So if today's this big, already almost 17% or almost 20% rather, I don't know, after hours might be big, tomorrow might be, holy crap. We did, let's see, what else are we doing here? That's all I did on actually this account today. Just GME in and out, in and out. And so 235, 270 for middle of April, then these 510 calls. Got 21 of these, 22 of these 225, 250s for this week. Don't have anything for next Friday. I think this is the week, and then it'll probably settle down. So, but again, I'll probably take some profits on these if we move up a lot. I'm not just gonna let this sit. Probably, you know. And then on, look at that thing, 179.50. On this account, I actually sold 205 calls, which I'm fine to roll. These are weekly 205s. If we hit 250 or whatever, I don't imagine it'll close up there this week, but if so, I'll just roll these up. I sold these on our long 120 call, my leap for next January. And then I still have this 111 I'm gonna have to roll on that one. And then of course the crappy fidelity position that, not crappy, it's a hedge. It's a nice hedge. I might try and buy to close this if we get a big drop this week. Maybe one of them, not sure, or maybe I'll just keep rolling. So my Airbnb shares got called away. I sold the call and I forgot to close it. Made good on it though. I bought the Airbnb shares for like 68 bucks pre-IPO, so made, I don't know, $100 a share on that. I'll probably buy them back. Fine to just have a little capital right now, and maybe finagle this GME position in here, or just sit on some capital for now. It's not really capital because I'm on margin in here anyways, but yeah. So here's the GME call. This is the one I rolled. So total gain loss down 14 grand on it. It's actually more than that because I rolled. So this is just since I've rolled, which, yeah, it's hard to see, but our shares are up 32 grand on here. These are the ones I bought with the loan as well as on margin. So subtract what I lost on this, and the other one I think I'm up like 5-6 grand on the shares, and it'll probably stay that way until time decays and I can maybe roll more. You guys have any tips on best strikes to find to roll, or how to find good strikes to roll? Jump on our Discord and let me know. Newegg's popping up today. It's up 50%. This thing has a historical crazy chart. If you guys remember back here, went from like 10 bucks to 70 bucks in like a week, 80 bucks. We'll see. I picked up some calls on it. I have 3 8.5, got them on Weeble here, 3 8.5 April 8th calls. GameStop's making that move. Like Newegg wants to also. Whew. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you on Discord. Have a good afternoon. There's 180 just in time. See ya in Valhalla at 200 plus. Peace out.